Hey guys, I'm Tiffany Liu out here in Dallas, over 75 off of the Coit Road exit. I want to turn this camera around and show you what's going on. A lot of action has started to happen now that we're hitting traffic hours. Lots happening right now. This all just happened within the last few minutes. There are 3 vehicles stalled out, whether they slipped. Over here, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this guy's been looking at his tire. We always say it's not a good idea to get out of your vehicle. Because it is dangerous if somebody comes and hits you from behind, especially in these extremely slick conditions. And then when we come over to the left here, this car literally just a minute ago got turned around. And then just further down here, you can see the Amazon truck is also turned around. It's a semi on the road, a lot of cars going by slowly. All right, you guys, now we're coming to the other side of the overpass here. I want to show you another accident that just happened as well. This car just, slipped and hit the guardrail over here. A lot of vehicles going slowly by it. We saw another one that was just sliding as it was driving by. Please, please, please be extremely cautious when you're getting on the roads today. Whether it's local or highway, it's slippery for both.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is a cold start to the morning, much colder than it was yesterday. To give an idea of how cold it is, I did post something on my Twitter page to let you know what I'm wearing to stay warm out here. But I wanted to show you the roads out here in Fort Worth, okay? The interstates weren't looking as great. Very, very icy this morning, so definitely be careful. Here's a look at Fort Worth. So we drove from Dallas this morning. And we came out here, so if you know how long it typically takes, well, just double that. We were going way below the speed limit. We really just took our time. I'd like to say that I'm a very confident driver. This isn't my first time, driving the snow or icy conditions or anything like that. I've navigated them, but for the first time, I was actually really glad I didn't drive it this morning and that I drove with my photographer because it didn't look great this morning. So if the interstates are like this, downtown's looking bad too. Those side streets in your neighborhood as well. So those are not looking great. But here you go. I'm gonna actually just keep it right here as I walk towards this side street because I want to show you a little bit of perspective here. On our way to Fort Worth, we saw a couple of cars on the side of the road. I believe they were like stalled yesterday, and so they're just out there. And then we also came across a tow truck that was helping a semi truck that got stuck here in Fort Worth. Okay, so here I am. I'm on a side street. You can see right there, right here by a campus. So I'm gonna step down here. You can see I'm wearing some boots, and I don't know, and I have pretty good grip on them, okay? But it is so icy here that it's sliding, so I'm not gonna even step onto this, okay? But this is one thing that I want you to keep in mind because MedStar said that they responded to quite a bit of falls. So be careful if you have to walk right out your door, if you have to walk on the sidewalk, because that's going to be an issue. But just want to give you an update on what we're seeing out here in Fort Worth. Stay safe, stay warm.
Covered the road conditions all morning, and once the sun came up, you get a really good idea of just how packed tight this ice is on the road. Right here in Denton, we're on Loop 288, and it is pretty much an ice rink. Really slick, thick ice, and not a whole lot of cars on the road. That is the good news. So it sounds like people are heeding the advice to stay home if they can. As you look around, though, you can see some patches, like some areas are maybe a little bit more chewed up than others. We were on 380 earlier this morning, and it looked like some of the lanes there had actually been plowed. Those were smooth still. Don't let that lull you into a false sense of security. All it takes is one slick patch to send cars into a fishtail, and we saw that several times this morning while we were out on the road. So even though some people might be inclined to think because the precipitation is done, no snow, no freezing rain, the worst might be behind them, but that might not be the case if you're out on the road because things are every bit as treacherous and will probably remain as such until the temperature can get up over freezing and melt some of this off.